Alrighty, so one of the things that I think gets overlooked when you're buying an RV is how functional is the trailer with the slide out in. So we have one slide out in this unit. You can see it's fully in right now. It's just over the dinette. But what I love about this Lance is that you can actually get in here and walk through. You can open the fridge, access that, and you can get to the bathroom. Because, you know, when you're driving, one of the things that's nice is being able to pull over anywhere and grab yourself a snack. We can still use all of our counter space. We can still access our cupboards in here, you know, microwave. There's nothing really that's inaccessible. We can even get up to the bed up there. We can open all of these. We can open these drawers about part way. So that's where we keep our vacuum, diapers, just some stuff like that. But we can access, you know, our pantry, our fridge. You know, nothing is inaccessible with the slide in. And obviously when the slide out is out, it just becomes a lot larger of a space. So that's one thing I urge all new RV buyers to look at, is check the layout with the slide out in, because when you pull over just, you know, to get gas and you want to grab a snack, or, you know, you need to go to the bathroom and maybe the bathroom's unavailable, you want to be able, you don't want to have to climb over like your dinette or a couch to have to get to the bathroom or the fridge. But yeah, this is our unit. It's got a queen bed, some storage right here. Underneath there is storage, of course. You can lift this up. So we keep our dirty laundry under there. I'll give you guys a better tour once we have the slide outs out. There's a little fantastic fan vent. This is actually a TV that flips around, which we've never used. Don't really watch TV when we're camping. This is a little fireplace. What's nice about this is that if you have electric power, you can turn this on and it does heat up the space pretty nicely without having to run the propane furnace. So I do like electric fireplaces in trailers. One thing that I would change, and one thing that I don't like about this camper, is the sink. You know, you have this split sink, but to be honest with you, this side, we do wash dishes here, but to me, I would rather have had one big sink without the center divider, because if you get like a pan or anything large in there, like I'll just demonstrate. We keep all plastic plates, so that way if anything comes out, it doesn't break. But you can see, you know, it doesn't quite fit a plate. I mean, this side does, but it's just not very big. So one thing I would look for in an RV, if you can, is a single large bay sink, not a double split sink. Now, the reason they do this, I think, is because they give you a, you know, cutting board, and you can dry dishes. You can leave dishes to dry here. So there is some functionality to that, but that is just one thing that I don't care for in this trailer. One thing we do love is the dinette. It's actually quite large and deep. So I'm 6'2", and you know, you can kind of see this is actually something we built to keep, when we put the dinette down, to keep our sun in here from falling out or rolling out. So we put it right out here, but there's plenty of space for 2 adults and certainly 2 kids to eat at this dinette. And then, like I said, this drops down, of course, and makes into a bed. So we do really like that. It's a single unit AC. We've got 45 gallons fresh water, gray water, and black capacity. And then this did come with solar, which is super nice. So we can monitor our solar up there. We haven't upgraded the solar because we don't do a ton of boondocking. One of the things that the sellers before us did is they reconfigured this space, and they put these IKEA like little, actually I don't think it's IKEA, I think he built this. They're little dividers. And then what's cool about it is he put these Velcro straps so that these cubbies don't come out while you're driving. So just kind of a neat idea. There's honestly quite a bit of storage in this camper. We don't even use it all. Keep our dog food and stuff down here when we're traveling. And then in here, this is really where you have a lot of linen closet space. So there's that. And then they also put this in. So he just built this because they didn't need that much hanging storage. So he put this in with racks that we can put stuff on. And then there's drawers in here, and they're all good cabinetry. One thing I do love about Lance is everything is real wood. So there's no, you know, all your cabinetry is actual wood. It's just well made in my opinion. And I believe this is Asdel siding, which is supposed to be good at repelling moisture and not, you know, getting mildew. Some of your cheaper trailer manufacturers, they'll use just cheaper materials, but in our experience, you know, this trailer is a 2017, so it's now 7 years old and it's still in really good shape. Nothing is broken on it. I think part of that is that the owners before us took good care of it, but yeah, we do love it. We do love it a lot. Looking forward to doing more camping this year. So this is how the TV swivels. Press it like that, and then it just turns around and locks into place. Like I said, we've never actually used it. This is like a little tack board, so you can put your welcome kit from the campground there with the Wi-Fi code or whatever else. This just need to secure into place here. And these go down, locks that in. Same thing with these drawers. A lot of times drawers will slide as you're driving, so they put these locks on it, which is pretty convenient. And that way you've got a lot of storage. It's fairly deep. We can keep our vacuum in there. This Lance 2295, I think it's a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,000 pounds. So it is half-ton towable, but of course I'm towing it with a 1-ton because I like to have more than enough capacity when I'm driving. If I need to make an emergency maneuver and stop or swerve, you know, I have a lot of stability with this truck and tons of power. I'm never gonna run out of, you know, if I'm going up a hill, there's just oodles of power, which is nice. So it is overkill, but that's just the way I like to do things. One thing I do like is this smart lock. I forget the code right now because I haven't gone camping in a while, but you can, you don't have to take your keys with you. So you just press that. You can leave the keys in there. It's kind of like Ford's Connect system. So that is that's the 2024 camping setup. And we'll take you along our adventures, but I just kind of wanted to give you a tour of the trailer and a couple things to consider, likes and dislikes. One thing about the Lance is that it does sit lower because it's on its own chassis. You'll see a lot of trailer manufacturers, they sit completely up over the wheels. The Lance is really just a two-step in. I haven't really had many clearance issues. On one driveway I did scrape a little bit on the tongue, like I said. But what is nice is that getting in and out, like I'm next to a curb here, I can just step right into the trailer because it is not too high off the ground. And that's one thing you'll notice is this chassis is built by Lance, because Lance manufactures their own chassis, whereas most manufacturers use an off-the-shelf chassis from a supplier like Lippert or BAL. So that's just one other thing that makes Lance unique, is they really build a lot of the components that go into this. Of course, there's a lot of standard, you know, RV manufacturer components, but the chassis themselves is built by Lance, which is something unique here, made in California. So here's the sticker. Those get in the sun, kind of hard to read. But yeah, I'll take you along on our adventures and go from there. Thanks for watching.